Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV on PlayFrame, story mode and such, and the rainstorm, which has figured out where I went and caught up to us. It was inevitable, I suppose. And I was just getting used to having dry clothes. Guys, you know, there are drier places to stand. We don't have to all just sit out here and soak, you know. So long as we vis live, we shall preserve the truth of your deeds. And I appreciate it. Let's get out of the rain, please. By all rights, you should be departing for the Crystarium, but Y'shtola does not seem ready to return. Although we learned naught of the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbow. Might I trouble you to come with me? Okay. Thank you. After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Runar. See y'all later. Good to hang out again. Maybe let's just snap our way there instead. I do not feel like flying through heavy sheets of rain at high speed. Here we go. Soaking everywhere. Runar appears to be in characteristically high spirits. No surprise. Durman, it's so good to see you. You've arrived at a most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I'll ready a place for you. I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It will take only a minute. My apologies, Durman. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed. But perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it is rather more a chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbow from top to bottom. If you would be so kind as to go and fetch a broom from Eskir, I probably said that wrong. We might finish before Runar's done cooking. I feel like you brought me here specifically to get help moving house and cleaning up after yourself. I'm on to you. A broom for Master Matoya? I cannot imagine why she would have need of such a thing, but here you are. It is old, but sturdy and sure to suffice. If anything, it's weird that our party witch has gone this long without a broom of some sort, if you think about it. Not that she's probably going to wield this for even a moment. I'll be lucky if she enchants it and doesn't just tell me, okay, well, the most dust is over here, 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 and here. Get to it, Warrior of Light. I trust Asgeir was able to find a broom for us. Sure was. This well-worn broom has seen many a spring and summer in Slitherbow, swishing and sweeping, sweeping and swishing. Here you go. Well worn. Good. This would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Yes, so tidy. Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right. Anyway, it's time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. So, you don't know how sweeping works, do you? You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself. Or rather, it will be. Time to rise, to swish and sweep. A tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound, until no dust is to be found. Your ascension to Matoya status is now complete. In this one particular respect, I've no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. I will dearly miss this place. These people. Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Guys, there has to be a drier place for us to eat. Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet. No, everything's fine, I assure you. It has been a long day, is all. I see. You're still there. Thank goodness you're still here. Alphino, I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every ilm of Norvrent in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. But there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another Ascian ploy, yes? They've commandeered corpses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen Warrior of Light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is, in all likelihood, Slitherbow. Alice, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Halric and the others, you needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. So, I believe we were about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay a nearby Sin Eater to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Reen are returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Oh, good. Glad they're joining for a bit. Reen believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of Woven Oath. Then that is where we'll start our search. Master Matoya! A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it. Poor fellow. Okay, this is ridiculous. I think we've had quite enough rain in recent episodes. Let me fix it. There we go, much better. Okay, let's catch up with the gang. Nice, clear skies. I mean, nighttime's not far off, but still. Dry. Hey, you two. How goes? I can sense no other Sin Eaters in the area. I hope this means Ardbert will be coming this way soon.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world, so we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
You said it.
Our quarry has come. It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Dermot is unimpressed.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Extend a friendly fist? Or ask whether he wishes Seto were here? A test. I like this. Clever, Dermot. I feel like both of these will probably work, but I feel like between the two, if the imposter's done his research, he might know about the Seto thing. This, though, an imposter might not know about.
Arm giving you trouble? You should have it examined.
Indeed, Ardbert. I thought you were supposed to be good at this. Let him have it, Dermot.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emetselk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, Emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emetselk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emetselk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmet Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmet Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
If there's aught to be learned, I want to know. For want of a better option. As long as you don't make me do any more chores. I doubt she's going to listen to us on this point, regardless, so if there's aught to be learned, I want to know.
A man after my own heart.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
We are in agreement. Very well. Back under the sea we go. Would that I had found the words to deny Elidibus. We are so much more than he believes us to be, and yet... Am I the only one who sees the irony in Ardbert calling us puppets? No, you make a good point. I hate to leave him like that. Gods, they can't even let a man rest in peace. I imagine this kind of hits a little close to home for you. Being the only one of our number who has been Ascian possessed before. Thancred told me what La Habrea did to him. I can't imagine how he's feeling right now. Disdain and obfuscation. What is thy true design, Emissary? Y'shtola would have you depart for the Tempest without delay. Alphino has the right of it. Let us pay a visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tolsh Ath first. As chieftain, he's doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Works for me. All right, back to the ocean with us. Let's go. There is a cruel irony to the fact that it is easier to remain dry down here at the bottom of the ocean than it is up on land in our domain. Absurd. Don't be shy now. I'm talking to you, I'm not gonna. This place feels much less ominous than the first time we were here. Then again, we did have the shadow of your impending death hanging over us. True, that did dampen the mood a bit. Perhaps we might look in on Posh On while we're in the area. That's a good idea. I'm glad to have the opportunity to visit the Tempest again. It's so lovely here. It's like a different world entirely. The last time we were here, the Ondo sent us to slay a massive creature. 'Twas as large as Leviathan, twice as angry, and... yes, of course, I jest. It was only half as large. Mayhap we shall find the secrets we seek in these depths, should their keepers consent to aid us. Well, do they? I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us. Kind of. Ruins which your kind have yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of Mniri liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Benthos? A particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it, when they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. Would that we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they've stolen from us, but there's no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. Fair point. One good turn and all that. We certainly can't leave them like this. Could we not simply hunt Neri ourselves? That seems less efficient. We certainly can't leave him like this. I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Reclaiming the stores it is, then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to Flounder's floor, but be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Then we'll have care not to draw their attention. Shall we? Sit tight. We will get this handled. Where are we going anyway, to do this? Oh, quite far. Haven't even been out that way yet. Okay, best get moving. I believe we can get there by going through this cave. It's pretty cool now. I don't know if you can see it, but... you can a little bit. Now that the illusion's been dropped, that, well, the illusion over the illusion, I suppose. The Amarot skyline is just sort of visible all the time over there now. Real neat. All right, this away. You know what? I'm sure Claude wouldn't mind helping out a little bit. Since we're here. Hello. Nervous? Me? Not at all. It's a Bit dark, though, isn't it? Definitely not haunted, though. Certainly not. Boy, you've really... This ghost phobia of yours really seems to be getting a little out of hand. Poor boy. They're not much of a threat one-on-one, but Tulsh was right about their numbers. If we fight them all, we'll be here a fortnight. I don't know that we really have time for that, nor does my voice have the strength for 2 weeks of recording. Let's not fight all of them. If I were a bandit leader, I'd surely keep my spoils deep within my stronghold. I think you might be correct. Sure hope I'm going the right way. I wasn't. Well, it would have worked, but it would have taken longer. Ooh. Clammy casks. This looks promising. Thanks, Claude. On cursory sniff, you detect the faint aroma of fresh oranges. A far cry from the rather memorable scent of Neri liver. Not this one. Perhaps this bedraggled box will contain what we seek. These boxes are filled with assorted vegetables. Liver is not a vegetable. True facts. Okay. Well, there's an orange over here. Let's speed on over a little bit. Reen scaled the wall with remarkable swiftness. Thancred taught her well. Surprising no one. Where'd you go? Hey. I'm gonna go check up there in a second. Actually, no, let's go check up there right now. Claude, I believe in you. You can do this jump. There you go. You, oh. What are you doing down here? I haven't forgotten why we're here, I swear. Only, this bird hasn't taken its eyes off me since I found it. I think it might be lonely. Is that the problem? Are you just very lonely? Is that why you're following me around and staring all the time? The shoebill is staring at Reen. Just staring. Well, I, feel like a third wheel. I will leave you to this interaction while I go and help Thancred with the heavy lifting. So, is this the one, or... These aren't the livers, but they're certainly stolen from somewhere. Unless wheat has started growing on the seafloor since I last checked. Huh. Yeah, doesn't really look like livers. Thrusting your hand into each sack in turn, you find that all are filled with wheat down to the bottom. You also find that raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. What have we learned, Derman? A valuable lesson about thrusting our hands in to grab things without forethought. There is some comfort, I suppose, in knowing that even as the hero of one or two worlds, we are still not above making a fool of ourselves. A bulbous bag, maybe this. From the squelching noise they make when prodded and the vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. Are those them? Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Benthos have been raiding Colusian storehouses, as well as those of the Ondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the livers safely back to Tolsh-Ath. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. Right. Yes, sir. Okay, no, I that's fine. I can carry them myself. Cool. Thanks for the help, Dad. All right, let's go. Thanks for the help, gang. With carrying all the gross bags. Useless. All of you. I have a feeling that there's more to this. I'm glad you had better luck than I did. I spent the whole time fighting one Benthos after another. I feel like you did that on purpose. So the Benthos have been stealing supplies from the Calusians. I know it sounds strange, but there really was a bird in those caves. No, I saw. Did you happen to see a bird while you were in the caves? Reen insists that there was one, but how? I don't know how to really explain it any better than she did. To venture ashore and steal from the Calusians entaileth unconscionable risk. Yet there is no denying the truth of our eyes. I feel like all of you are dodging the question about not helping me carry the livers back. I am relieved to see you unspeared. Here's the livers. I brought all of them. Me alone. This bulging sack makes a truly heinous squelching noise as you heft it over your shoulder. Ask me how I know. Here. Our precious livers. I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Calusia in the Flounder's floor. Tell me, Tolshath, does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Calusian warehouses. The perpetrators entered in the dead of night and are gone before anyone's realized what's happened. The Ulmoran army's been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they've struggled so is that they're quarries of the sea. The true question, then, is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are, in fact, key to the Benthos' plans. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We've seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they've been stockpiling resources, it is clear that their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young, and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning, its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There is only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It is not a surprise. They came to us not long ago, seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed, and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they're planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force, we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes, once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You'll see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here, that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. If what we seek lieth deeper still, beyond Emissary, I would call upon the assistance of another. Sounds good to me. What is all this? Do I want any of this? I suppose I might. Actually, no, none of this is helpful to me, but thanks anyway. It's the thought that counts, and all that. So, any further thoughts, anyone? Is it wrong of me to be a bit excited? I know the circumstances are grave, but imagine what those ruins might hold. That does sound pretty fun, actually. I would not care for what happened in Limsa to be repeated a world away. The Benthos know not what they do. It doesn't feel all that honorable or heroic to strike first, but if it leads to less bloodshed in the end... The will of the ancients. If only it were so simple. Why do these problems always turn out to be so much more complex than they seem? Couldn't we have a simple, straightforward adventure for once? The good guy's good, the bad guy's bad, no drama or intrigue, and it all ends with tea and tarts? No, I suppose not, although that is honestly what makes Final Fantasy XIV's story good and fun. Anyway, Urianger has a mind to call on an old friend. Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must needs beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray, follow me to Sullen, that we might seek an audience with him once more. Okie dokie. How polite of you. Okay, back to the surface. You know, it hadn't really occurred to me to ask the other Scions how they get to and from the Ondo Cups. Are y'all swimming back and forth every time? I really hope not. It sounds exhausting, you guys. From here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. You've perfected your technique, then? Just so. The water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provideth purchase fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? Aye, 'twould be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh, hush, I'm sure it'll be brilliant. He's done it! Incredible! Oh, dear. Urianger! Oh, for the love of... Mine apologies. The technique requireth the purest of focus, and mine 'twas lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Fwath, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Thancred? It's nothing to worry about. Only a dizzy spell. Though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention, I'm certain you'll agree. Ah, yes. Boats. This has been a real embarrassing moment for the Scions as an organization, everyone. I don't know how we're going to come back from this. I must admit, I'd been keen to attempt walking on water myself, though I know what Alice would say. And what would Alice say? I'll stick to swimming, thank you very much. Well, agreed, although it is a lot easier for you and I to say that now that we can just breathe underwater all the time. What sort of dealings with the Fwath, I wonder? I am kind of wondering that too, actually. Do you think those two are really all right? Perhaps we should take a moment to rest. Before you make some quip about age catching up with me, you'd be out of breath too if you'd had to drag Urianger out of the sea without so much as a warm-up. I didn't say anything. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics.
You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide.
Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, Serene One.
Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I'll take you below.
With all haste shall it be done. So, did he agree? Aye, though I agreed to a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Dermot and I are more than capable of that. With the Kojin's blessing, we'll have done with it in moments. And better that than standing here and listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you the left. Now go. All right, yes, I'm going. I am in your debt. Yes, you are. She's so impatient. None of us is much of a match for Alice when she's like this. Aside from Y'shtola, perhaps. Yeah, that's a face-off I would pay to see. It's a minor miracle that we accomplish anything at all, wouldn't you say? Sometimes, yes. We have some better days than others. Goodness, that sunrise is real nice on that horizon. Crystal Tower looking good. Psst, I think Thancred's embarrassed. I think maybe so. Yes, I'm perfectly well recovered. Thank you. All right, I'm going. Let's get down in the water and start cleaning some barnacles. Okie dokie. Let's see now. Where be the barnacles? Here's a tenacious one. Rather large too, actually. After a good deal of prying from various angles, you dislodge the barnacle. Huzzah. Where's the rest? Oh, quite close. Excellent. And here's the last one. After a good deal of prying from various angles, you dislodge the barnacle. Excellent. All right. Back to our land-loving comrades. Guys, this is really exposing some shortcomings in our organization's abilities. The power to breathe underwater seems most convenient. Mayhap the Kojin might be persuaded to grant me it when we return to the source. I can swim, after all. Yes, I remember. You're very proud of it. Well, that was disgusting. I pray we'll not be required to attend to any other matters of personal hygiene. Hopefully not. I take it you've finished. Would you please keep an eye on Thancred and Urianger? I'm still not convinced they're all right. Apologies for sitting this one out, but it did seem more appropriate for those of you with the Kojin's blessing to handle it. I do actually agree. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Okay.
Much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember, a long time ago, another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name.
Oh, Ken was real. What a twist.
When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was, brief though it always is. But I remember him, and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept. I too slept that day, and many days since. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. And I am here. I am awake. It feels good to speak and to be heard again. A shame others cannot understand me.
If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of man.
Thank you, little friend. But it is time I grant you your request. But first, I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris.
So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history, like so many grains of sand. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusia. That's all. I feel as though there was more to it. Indeed, there was. But it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine. Later, then. If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite? For Urianger and Thancred in particular. I require no such thing. I'm the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourselves so. Please rest. For me. All right, if you insist. You too, Derman. You've been running yourself ragged. Yes, ma'am. My voice is getting a little tired, actually. You might have a point. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. The rest of us will meet you at the Split Hull anon. Ouch. Word of advice. Never let it show. When she realizes she's struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, if we must be maids to rest, I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. Good advice. Oh, what a good group of goofs. Ooh, well, this is a nice spot you've got here. With age cometh wisdom, or so I pray. We can only hope. Where's everyone else? That's fine. I'll hang out with you two. May as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. Well, this is nice. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I'm here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view. It is pretty good. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Help! Someone! Quickly! Oh, what now? We were just having a moment. It's Nightshade! We was attacked on the road from the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. No rest for the anyone. You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you. I didn't say that second part, but sure. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us overmuch. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation, at any rate. Indeed, we were having such a nice little time, too. Oh well. All right, I am caught up. What's going on here? Actually, what is going on here? Can you believe this? I don't even have anything worth stealing. And never fear, Nightshade ain't no match for the guard. Fortunately, this one wasn't clever enough to bring support. Huh, looks like you guys kind of already handled it, huh? All save our miscreants appear unharmed. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Oh, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet. And on patrol, no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. Oh, that's admirable. There are few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. Oh, I remember you, the excitable one. Very good. Yeah, I guess we don't know your name yet, do we? Very good, Mr. What was your name again? Oh, sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonard, sir. I'm with the guard, but I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrend. What we'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Well, good for you. Well, well. Future heroes of the First, do you think? They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus's schemes to light. Let us all sit and ponder this for a moment. Okay, I'm bored of pondering. It pains me to think that men with such pure intent are being made to serve Ascian ends, however directly. But they're right. People need heroes. That they do. And my voice needs a break. Let's go ahead and call it, and I will see you all next time for some more Final Fantasy XIV story mode. Take care, all of you, and goodbye!